I'm sure you've all heard of it. People paying ungodly amounts of money for fake properties. Maybe you've seen news calling it the future of the planet. It's the Metaverse, and it's a stupid idea surrounded by lies. YouTubers, influencers, and really whatever platform people are stupidest on, are all capitalizing on this concept of the Metaverse. But it's all fake. Nothing exists yet, and I'm here to tell you exactly why and how. I'm okay at gaming, and this is why the Metaverse is stupid and everything is a lie. To figure out the beginning to the Metaverse, we need to first figure out how it started. A company called Meta, which most everyone knows as Facebook, first got its roots in 2004. A man named Mark Zuckerberg, a sophomore at Harvard, launches his platform known as the Facebook. The original intention was to give a site where Harvard students could connect with each other, yet it quickly caught traction around the world and began to be used by everyone, not just Harvard students. Facebook stayed like this for a while, growing and growing into what it is now, a perfect utopia for middle-aged white women. While Facebook was doing good, Mark Zuckerberg was being abducted by aliens and having his skin stolen to put on a lizard person. In 2012, however, Facebook made a new extension to their business with a company called Oculus. Just bringing up the name gives me flashbacks of Gorilla Tag kids and their ear-piercing screams.
Dog, you were chasing me for like 5 minutes.
There's other monkeys.
My guy was chasing you for 2.
There's other monkeys.
That's still a long time.
But we aren't there yet. We're going back to the Oculus Rift. It wasn't the first VR headset, but for its time, the quality was pretty good. It ran off a PC, like all headsets at the time, and it was something that got quite a few people into VR. Oculus eventually released the Rift S, then the Oculus Go, which was one of the first standalone headsets. Nobody really cared about the Oculus Go, however, because you couldn't play games on it. Then, they announced the Oculus Quest, and this changed the entire course of VR. The Oculus Quest was the first standalone headset that you could play games on. It wasn't the best quality compared to other headsets, but you didn't need a PC to play on it, so it was a pretty good option. This is the headset that I have, and I personally am a fan. The Quest 2 eventually released, and because it was cheap, good, and could be played on without a PC, everyone got one. This is what started the eardrum-popping, screaming child phase of VR, as every 9-year-old found a Quest 2 under the Christmas tree despite the 13+ age warnings plastered everywhere possible. For a lot of people, this was what VR was. Facebook soon made an announcement that would change the general public's opinion on VR, and that was the Metaverse. Following the change of the platform's name to Meta, the company announced a little thing called the Metaverse. Named by Neal Stephenson, it was a term used in his 1992 book about a reality made entirely out of technology. A wondrous world full of limitless possibilities, as it can easily be fabricated to your demands. Everything you can do and more is possible, a second reality where everything can be your way. Maybe you're John Smith in the real world, but Cool Guy 69 in the Metaverse, and instead of being a plumber in real life, you're a singer with millions of fans. There is one main issue, and that's the fact that this whole Metaverse thing doesn't even exist when people are claiming it does. You see all these people online talking about the Metaverse and how cool it is, when in reality they aren't even talking about a program made by Meta. They're talking about another game, which has been around for longer than the Oculus Quest. It's called VR Chat, and it's really nothing too special. Sure, it's got custom worlds, custom characters, and cool physics, but these people are lying. Everyone is calling it the Metaverse, trying to make it a cooler name than VR Chat. In reality, they want to be radical Metaverse influencers instead of random 30-year-olds who spend all of their time in a low-quality world filled with alike people. There's one last concept that I want to touch on, and that's how stupid the Metaverse is in the first place. It's a Ready Player One copycat, and honestly, it's easy to envision our world to be like that. There's this incredible realm where you can go anywhere and do anything, and yeah, that sounds great. You take the headset off, however, and then you're back into the real world. There's no delete button for the real world, and you can't manipulate it as you want, but it's the world we have. I'm a Skyblock player, and I don't know if I've heard a more chronically online concept than the Metaverse. It's stupid, to be honest, and I don't think people realize how unrealistic it is. Everybody's making jokes about living in a simulation, but it seems like everyone is just dying to actually do that. What happens when the servers go down? You go outside? It's a beautiful world out there, and I think it's stupid to try and replace it. Thanks for watching, and consider subscribing.